Hello, I'm bringing you another update today, and it's been a few days. I actually had a little bit of time off with the family. Was able to actually also test out over the past couple of days. Well, taking a little bit of time off, I was able to test out the DJI Osmo, and I was actually going to do the review today for this one. I was going to do my first impressions review. And I just simply didn't bring the right microphone. My microphone for the cell phone here is TRRS, and this one's just like the regular cameras that require the TRS, so it just simply didn't work. But I'll go ahead and bring that for you guys tomorrow. Today I just wanted to go ahead and cover a couple more things that I had on my list so that I don't make my DJI Osmo review, first impressions review, very long, because I know that the last one that I did for the A7R, it went pretty long, so I want to go ahead and keep these short for you guys. Apart from this, which I'm going to be talking about tomorrow, the DJI Osmo, which I really loved, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of the footage, some of the low light tests as well, but I'm going to be again discussing that tomorrow. Apart from that, what are things I'm working on, things that are on my desk. And by the way, I have all these candy, and that's one of my weak points here during the holidays, is that I love candy, specifically chocolate. So things that are on my desk that I've been working on, I'm going to show you guys some images right now, is this project that actually started maybe about a couple of weeks ago. I started putting together all the concept, the idea, and it's glass ball photography. And glass ball photography, again, is a fun project. It's one of the things that I always recommend, that to keep your creativity going, always try a new project, something that you want to try. In the holidays, what better time than when people, friends, family want pictures, and you can easily take out your camera, be taking pictures of people, trying out new things. So these are some great images that I took. I'm still taking a couple more photos there for just for my project, and it's been really fun. It's pretty much like using a fisheye lens, but kind of a far away fisheye lens. And that's the fun thing about it, because you get to play with distortions in a really fun way. So that's kind of been my project these holidays, personal project. And then I'm also going to be going up to Camelback Mountain on the 1st. So here in Phoenix, Arizona, Camelback Mountain is a really popular mountain to climb for people that like hiking. And so I'm going to be going up there with Ken Kosho, and he's one of the artists here in Arizona, master taiko drummer. And he actually does small concerts, maybe New Year's celebration on top of the mountain. So something very unique that I have not seen anywhere else, and he does that. So I'm going to be going up really early with some of my colleagues, and it's going to be really fun. And so I think I'm going to be bringing out this guy right here. I'm going to see, because I don't want to fall and drop it. This thing, the DJI Osmo, this camera is not as durable as the GoPros. So I'll have the Camelback Mountain. So those are a couple of things that I've been working on, and that I'm going to be doing here on the 1st of the year. So I really want to start with new things, new creativity, new projects, and a new haircut. No, I'm just joking about that. But I actually like having a little bit longer hair, because it's not as cold. But that's one thing. I also wanted to go ahead and mention about the drone registration. Drone registration is open. It opened up on the 21st of December, and pretty much so the Federal Aviation Administration, now that everything's kind of passed through all the law regarding registering your drones, and again, it's very important for anybody that purchases as a hobby. Businesses have a different requirement. It's very different, but this is pretty much the bulk of it, because most people will buy it as a hobby. You're not going to be running film studios or production companies. If you do, of course, you have your separate requirements, but for most people that purchase drones, and especially because this is going to be the year of the drone, the reason I'm calling this the year of the drone is because we're going to have really cool drones coming up. I'm looking forward to testing out the Lily camera, testing out many of the new DJI drones, the ones that actually will be smarter. We're now getting into the 2.0 version, the version 2 of drones. 2016, hopefully we'll be able to see the drones that they dodge things by themselves. They're very smart. So I would say that a good 75-80% of the drone videos that crashes that you see in YouTube are against trees or things that could have been avoided. Just simply we're not up there, so we cannot see, and we miss, and people just crash them. So for that reason, getting smarter drones with sensors, we'll definitely see a lot of really cool, exciting things, things that will be more durable, more safe as well, propeller wise. Because the first drones, of course, they were pretty sharp, and actually I did cut myself once with the Inspire, and it was pretty sharp. For the most, it took me like a couple of months actually to heal up. But again, just accidents, even individuals, professionals, we still have accidents. But we'll have a lot of more drones, a lot of smarter drones, and this will be the year of the drone. So it's very important to make sure that whenever you purchase a drone, you will be required to register it. Any new drones, you will be required to register it. Actually, even the DJI Osmo, I was required to register it. As soon as I turn it on, the app will not let me use it until I completed my registration. Just really, really quick, takes a couple of steps. You don't have to do huge, whole questionnaire or registration type of forms. Just very quick. I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 quick steps, piece of information that I entered, and then it was done. This one's the drone registration will require a credit card, will require a couple of more things, but it's very, very simple. Right now it still is free for the first 30 days. Registration is good for 3 years, and then after, of course, the 30 days, then I think it's going to be $5. And this covers anything from, it's funny because they said from 0.55 pounds to 55 pounds. So pretty much small drones to big drones, and because 55 pounds is a pretty heavy drone, if you're not including the camera, of course. So those are pretty much the things that anyone that is purchasing a drone, just go ahead and register it. One registration number helps you if you buy additional drones, so that is great. You only need to use that one registration number. They're going to provide you that registration number as soon as you complete it. They're going to email you, I believe, your proof of purchase. So that's going to be really cool. So I definitely recommend to go ahead and do that. And just for all of us drone operators, it's just going to be it's going to reduce that amount of just talk and things, people being worried about drones and people not utilizing them, not having accountability. So I really look forward to this year being the year of the drone, and for things to go much smoother for all of us drone operators. I also found out about the FotoKite 5, and that's one of those really cool drone concepts. This drone is the one that actually is like a kite, so you let it go and it has a string, and the string, I believe, you can wrap it, you can hold it with your hand, and then the angle stays and knows to always be recording you or taking pictures of you at that angle. And the benefit, of course, is that it will be safer. It will not fly away, and you can just tie it with you, or carry it with you, run with it, and it will just follow you. So that is something nice. Something interesting, of course, of that is that, well, then you have the potential of getting tied up somewhere, or getting stuck somewhere, so that's going to be the one thing. So that was a nice, cool drone type of technology that I saw, and I just wanted to go ahead and share the link with you guys so that you guys can check it out. It's always a matter of sharing information. The more knowledge that you have, the better. Actually, one of my favorite quotes that I recently learned was from Benjamin Franklin, and I wanted to also share that with you guys. It says, "An investment in knowledge pays the very best interest," and who wouldn't be interested in the very best interest? We're always looking at, okay, I'm going to start this business, how much is my cost benefit ratio, how much is my profit. So that's the nice thing, that knowledge, the more knowledge you have, the more knowledge we share with others. That is really the very best investment. So what better way of explaining it in the words of Benjamin Franklin: an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Always think about that and invest in yourselves. Invest in your art, invest in your knowledge, invest in you, because those are the things that are most valuable. They exponentially bring up the value of our skills, the things that we do. I also noticed while I was away, there was an update to the A7R2, A7SII, and the update, when I was researching a little bit about it, it helps with the overheating issue that was happening on the A7R2. And then of course there were some quality improvements, and if I was reading correctly, it had to do with the JPEG. Not so much on the RAW, because RAW is pretty high quality already. I mean, it's the highest quality you can get out of the sensor, but it was more of the JPEG, better quality on that as far as I read. Also the overheating issue, some people were claiming that it took care of the overheating issue, although I did notice on those videos that they were still shooting video with the LCD screen away from the camera. So that is what Sony recommends anyway, so that, you know, the heat doesn't collect as much there, and it dissipates more when you have that area, that space of air between the LCD and the camera. So those were the two updates there. I'm gonna still check them out because I was on vacation. I didn't have a chance to install them. I also noticed that Sony released an HDR app for their cameras, and when I looked at it, it's like having pretty much two exposures. One exposure if you want on the sky, one exposure on your foreground or on the bottom of your image. So that is really nice. Allows for creative looks. And I think that is pretty much all. I just wanted to share a couple of more things that I have. And it is from the great basketball coach, John Wooden. And it says, success is peace of mind, which is the direct result of self-satisfaction and knowing that you did your very best to become the best you're capable of becoming. Not everyone is the next Einstein. The good news is that not everyone needs to be. So that was provided to me recently. In one of the classes. I'm always taking classes, always taking, you know, seminars and different things. So it's something that I wanted to share with you guys, because again, going back to the fact that whatever art it is that you do, and whatever it is that you like in life, that you excel at, whether it's sports, arts, you know, maybe in academics, whatever it is, go ahead and just stick with it, and stick long enough with it, because we tend to be impatient. And that's going to be something that I'll share also in another class, that we need to learn to be patient instead of impatient. But thank you very much for watching, and I will go ahead and share with you guys tomorrow my review of the DJI, and I will make sure to bring my right setup, and also when it's not so late, because actually it's getting dark pretty early. It seems that it's around 5:30 is when it's getting dark already. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.